Hey everybody, welcome. This is Too Much Geek Talk. I'm Christoph.
And I'm Zach. Welcome to Geekly Weekly, where we go over last week's kind of geek news, gaming news, movie news, comic book news, what we've been doing, kind of what we've been playing, watching, things like that. It's kind of our journal to the internet, so us and you can look back on it years later and what was going on in games and TV and movies back then. So
All right, yeah. So my first topic, well, it's not. It's major majority a topic. Is Mandalorian's gonna come out soon. It's gonna be I think in 3 days at this time. Yep. I really can't wait. I'm very excited. I just want to know what's gonna happen. I've been avoiding all trailers, all spoilers. I don't know what's going on. I just want to experience the how I experienced the first season, just taking it episode by episode and just seeing the beauty of the beautiful mind of Dave Filoni and what's his name?
uh,
Why do I always forget his name?
the dude from
John
John Favreau.
John Favreau. Thank you. I
Yes.
always forget his name. I
Uh,
just can't wait to see what their minds do. So I'm very excited for that.
do you think we're gonna go extra hard on Baby Yoda this season?
I don't think they're gonna go as hard. I feel like we might see Baby Yoda more, like in a sense of the things that he does, activities,
Him
those
kind of
things.
learning
But
how the Force works and things
how the
like that.
Force works, and we might see more special abilities and stuff like that. Thanks to Mandalorian, it all makes sense why that the Force healing went through in the last movie. So I hope there's some type of audience justification or I just hope there's a lot of content for us true fans that really
And
love
then
to see Star Wars.
and then what do you think about Moff Gideon this season and the
I
dark
just want
saber?
more. I want
I
more.
know.
I hope somehow the emperor we get an emperor's voice in the background talking about bring me the saber. I want to see how they got the saber because at the end of what season was it? Season 7 Clone Wars. The good guys have the black saber again, so we got to see where the Mandalorians, where they how it went from the Mandalorian's hands to his hands. I want to see that crossover, and hopefully we do get to see that.
Yeah.
And speaking of, like, that's something else I want to talk about. I haven't had a chance to actually say this to somebody, but you guys got to watch the last 3 episodes of the Stone Wars Clone Wars. Like it's just those last three. There's 4 episodes, the last four, but the last 3 episodes are beautiful. Well done. It connects everything to the movies. It's just once again Dave Filoni's masterwork or masterpiece. So I can't wait for Mandalorian. It's gonna be one of the biggest hits I think of this fall since there is no movies. So
I
something to look
still
forward to.
have not watched Clone Wars.
Oh, I thought you were saying Mandalorian. I was
No,
about to
no, no.
come through
Season one
this
of Mandalorian, I think I've watched
several times. I can't
five,
even
six
count.
times. Yeah,
Yeah,
more
I'm
than
like
that
seven,
maybe.
eight.
Probably start it tonight in preparation for this weekend.
Yeah, honestly, I would say for Clone Wars, it's something you can get into. It just tells my favorite Star Wars
Hmm.
episode, Attack of the Clones. It's
That
just really
that might be my
after that
problem where I'm
makes
not a
sense.
prequels fan as much, but it's because I've always been told uh, season one and two
God awful,
god awful. Just
terrible.
skip them, and then I'm like, but the
No,
completionist in me, I can't
no, no,
skip
no,
them.
no. Don't skip them. There is a list on the internet. You could just search it up, how to watch Clone Wars, and it's gonna make it a lot more sense. It takes it out of chronological order just by a little bit, but the way it's structured, you learn so much more. It makes more sense of, oh, this is what happened. Oh, okay, this is what happened. Because there's something that happens in season one that you don't really need to know until like season three. So it's like it's that type of
Yeah,
that type of gaps that make people lose interest because
yeah,
one episode is random, but it connects to 3 seasons later, so it's kind of hard to watch it in that order.
okay,
So if you watch it in the chronological order or the way you're supposed to, it makes it a lot easier.
yeah. All right, so I'm ready to hit you with my news that I when we were going over this, you didn't know what this was.
I'm very very excited to know what this
Zombie
is.
Onslaught was announced this week for Call of Duty Cold War,
Oh,
and it is
out
exclusive
of the
for
movie.
1 year to PS5 and PS4 members.
Of course. But
So
what is this?
so it sounds like it's a zombies battle royal, but not like what we currently have in the Warzone battle royal. It's a two-player mode. Two
Okay.
players go in. It'll be set onto all the multiplayer maps within the game. So
What
you
the
can choose
fuck?
the different maps. It's not just zombie maps, from what I'm
Okay.
hearing.
Okay.
And so, like a little excerpt about it is: Zombie Onslaught is a wave survival mode, which is what zombies is, which takes place on a modified version of the game's multiplayer maps. A duo must defend themselves against hordes of zombies while a mysterious orb keeps them trapped on an energy barrier. Killing zombies powers the orb, causing it to move around the map. Step outside the
What?
orb's barrier, and you'll take dark ether damage.
So storm
Pretty
damage.
much like the storm in
The
any
circle,
battle royal game.
any battle royale, yeah.
Uh, of course, the big complaint about this is a year.
Yeah, that's a long time.
I think I chose the wrong year to go from PS4 to PC, but
But I mean, because yeah, because and every year there's a new Call of Duty, so by the time the next year comes out, it's not gonna have any
it's
of
done.
that.
But it's
Yeah,
oddly a good way to retain Call of Duty players to the previous year. Do you understand? Like, no
no,
one's gonna play.
elaborate.
Like, there's only a handful of people who stay with last year's Call of Duty, and I think this will honestly kind of keep me. Okay, next year's Call of Duty comes
I see
out.
what you mean.
I'm gonna
I see
buy
what
it.
you.
Obviously, I've bought them all. I'm
I
gonna
see
buy
what
it,
you.
and then I'm also probably gonna pop in a couple of games of the Zombie Onslaught just to see what it is. But
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. It's to grab people like, hey, go on to the new Call of Duty. Stop playing the old one. Like, because I
yeah,
know people who still play Ghost and like all that
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Black Ops 2. Surprised those
Um,
servers are still up. But it's like, but see, my thing with that is like, it just I don't know. To me, that hurts the production of. I don't know. Call of Duty needs to stop coming out every year. I think we need to have a 2 year gap between each Call of Duties because
I agree.
I'm
I agree.
6 months after 6 months, Call of Duty's dead because we're all waiting for the next one. So it's like it shortens the lifespan. And
But
like I
I'm
remember when Call of Duty's
interested. This Cold War is actually going to be a pretty big deal
well, yeah, because it's
because
finally
oh,
coming. It's
and
connecting
we
what we
have
love.
Warzone now. We have
That's
Warzone,
why,
and so like,
like,
how's
because
this going
Black
to
Ops is
work?
terrible.
Warzone is bigger than
What was Battlefield 4's one called? What was that?
oh, Battlefield 4 had one.
Battlefield 4 had one,
I
and it
don't
was
know.
god awful. They try to replicate too much of PUBG into that because
Um,
you can sort out your class and pick up scopes and different parts for your guns.
honestly,
That was terrible. I
Warzone
liked it, but it was terrible.
Warzone is the only battle royale game I've ever
Actually
really
enjoyed.
enjoyed.
Yeah, same.
So I'm excited to see how that works moving
I feel
forward in the
like
next one.
what they're just going to do is battle royales. I mean, Warzone's going to be free, and then they're going to have like you can play the Call of Duty Warzone or the Cold War Warzone. And the Cold War, it just puts you into the Cold War settings and the guns like that, or you could play on the free version. But I think both games are going to have to be free, so I
Well,
just don't
the
know
other thing I
what their
want to
direction
see
is.
is, okay, I've worked my ass off at leveling up in Warzone for Modern Warfare. Does that rank
Oh,
carry over, or is it just like any other Call
nah.
of Duty where you're gonna have to
It's
start from the bottom up?
as the battle pass aren't the same, so you're gonna have to start all over.
Yeah.
It's one of those, and that's why I'm having very conflicted relationships with Warzone because I'm like, okay, they did a great job with that, very successful, but what's gonna happen next? Because they already did it with Black Ops 4 and the new Modern Warfare,
I
where they both
mean,
had battle royale.
I'm
So
completely ready for
no more Call of Duties than just Modern Warfare's.
no, for Warzone on Cold War to completely suck. And then I'm just using Cold War for a little bit of multiplayer and mostly zombies. Because Zombie
Zombies, yeah,
Onslaught is exclusive for a year, but regular zombie mode is still available to everybody since day one. So we'll obviously be playing zombies on there,
yeah.
but
I don't know.
maybe I'm gonna go back to Modern Warfare just to play Warzone, and the Cold War Warzone's not as good. How's it?
But see,
We'll see how it
that's yeah, that's
works.
going too back and forth, and you want to have the guns from Cold War, but it just because I when I even heard that they were combining the two, I was like, that's gonna be cool, but wait, what does that mean? How are we gonna have two
Yeah,
different game companies
it's really something
collaborate on the
we'll
same
probably
game?
talk about in the coming weeks
Oh yeah,
to
this is gonna
see
be an
how this.
ongoing
Yeah.
topic.
So my next topic, since you did two, I'll do two. New Assassin's Creed live action show coming to Netflix.
I did not hear about this until you told me, and I'm intrigued on who they're going to have what they're even going to do because you can do a lot of things
Yeah.
with Assassin's Creed. You don't even got to do it. Excuse me, based off the video games. Did you ever see the movie?
I believe I did, but it was so forgettable that I don't know. I mean, I was so excited because I mean that was right there in that pocket where Michael Fassbender was in everything, and you're like,
Where
oh,
he was great
he's gonna
when he was
play Assassin's
great.
Creed. Holy crap, this is gonna be good. And then I
I,
remember I
I
watched it and I was like, nah,
I remember
whatever.
being so excited about that movie, but I never watched it, and just
Yeah.
like
So far it's in very early talks, so we don't even know will it cover one of the
okay, well,
games.
yeah,
Is it
yeah.
a whole new
I, I
character?
I I don't think they should. I think they should do the Desmond like spin off and go off from there and then make their own like history because I feel like the movie tried to do the video game. I think it tried to talk about the story of Altair. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. I could be bullshitting, but that's how the video game starts. So
Yeah,
it would
I'd
be very interesting to
I'd
see how they
I'd
do
be
it.
interested to see if if they can get a multi season deal.
Dimensional.
No,
Ooh,
season deal to where each season's kind of a different
different time
time
period.
area.
Yeah,
And
I
so
can see
that would be
that.
really great.
Yeah, because you can
Also,
always change out the main character, the assassin.
yeah, or it's the same assassin. He's just working in the background on something different or something like that.
Oh,
I don't know, something like that. This is going to be the first of many series in an agreement between Netflix and Ubisoft. So we could get some Ghost Recon,
that's
Rainbow Six, uh, Raving Rabbids game, movie, show.
that's the only Ubisoft game or show I want.
Uh,
After all the things you list. That's all I want.
I mean, there's probably more
Mirror's
games.
Edge,
Oh,
no,
Watch Dogs,
that
a
I
Watch
can't
Dogs
see that as a
show.
movie. That's what's that fucking movie called? The show called Mystery Robot. That's Watch Dogs.
True, but there's Watch Dogs. What else? I feel like there's something coming out right now.
The Legion, but I don't know about
Far
the
Cry.
game. You can't make a Far Cry game,
There
can you?
is a now that I just said that, it popped into my head. There's a Far Cry movie, and we should totally watch it together and review it on
Wait,
this channel
what?
because it is absurd. Now that I think about
What
it,
year did this come out?
late '90s, early 2000s.
What the fuck? What was it
Yeah,
called?
yeah. You know what? I think we need to watch that and take notes and then come back and talk about it because
Okay, I was
that would
down for
actually be a
that.
really interesting episode.
I'm still never gonna forget the time we watched the Christmas special, Star Wars
Oh
Christmas
yeah,
special.
go to
Good
our other
times.
channel if I can somehow figure out how to get back into that
Oh
channel.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
on
the
there, I
password.
think. Uh, what else do you got, Christoph?
But since you're on the topic of Netflix, there's two. Well, no, I'm sorry. I had two, but I apologize. There's this original animation by Netflix called Blood of Zeus. It looks fucking good, gory, my type of things. It's obviously about the Greek gods and goddesses, and you know how those stories goes. But the animation of it looks great. It looks bloody. It looks like my type of anime or
I
my type
haven't
of cart
I haven't
Netflix
seen it
show.
yet. Is it more anime style or just more just animated?
Oh, it's animation. It's like not hand drawn, but computer
Oh,
animated.
okay, okay.
But it's a Netflix original. Netflix original's animation team has been doing a great job.
Hmm.
What Devilman Crybaby was fucking awesome, and the Castlevania. Have you watched that?
I
The
watched a couple
Netflix.
episodes. I don't think I ever saw it to the end.
You have to. The second season's phenomenal. Third season just adds the story to it, and they're continuing with I think a fourth and fifth. It takes so long because they're actually high hand drawn, so that's about it.
All right, all right.
Do you have what's your next one?
I was just gonna talk a little bit about how I've been playing the Call of Duty Warzone Halloween update. I just wanted to touch on this. I mean, it's pretty great. I love the way that they did this event, and I really hope that they
Yeah,
keep doing events like this where you have to drop into a
Christmas
certain
will be
spot, whatever,
interesting.
but you got to drop into a certain spot, open up crates to try to get the loot. Enough loot gets you the max thing. It's got me hooked. I'm constantly dropping in trying to get to the newest place, get the newest thing. I'm trying to get everything, but I can't find the one that's on the train. It's
Have
really bugging
you?
me.
How are the jump scares?
Uh, that was one. I was by myself, completely in the dark the other night, playing. I didn't even know that there was jump scares. I hadn't even heard that there
Yeah,
was jump scares yet. I open up a box and it does that like that, and I jumped out
shit
of my
yourself.
chair. I jumped out of my chair. It was
Like,
absolutely insane. That's cool. Like the whole nighttime aspect of it,
mm,
very
I
nice.
was waiting for that.
When
I
it
was
was
been waiting
nighttime,
for
when they
that.
announced that it was gonna be nighttime for Halloween, I was like, okay, am I gonna have night vision on all the time? But the way that they put the full moon to where it really lights
Mm.
up the ground, still when you go into buildings, the lights are on, so that's really great. You go
I,
into some places like the dam, other things like that, and there's ghosts like running
yeah.
around. I was camping out one house in lumber the other day, and all I hear is like wolves howling in the distance. It's very creepy. You play as solos, and it's even scarier because you're
Oh, I
by
bet.
yourself, and then there's like, wait, is there a guy on the roof over there? Is there a guy over there? What's going on?
And there's nothing but zombies.
There's I played Zombie Royal, and I didn't like it as much.
Yeah, I feel like they should have had that incorporated, just regular zombies, not even like, oh, let's become zombies.
Hmm.
I feel like they should just have that incorporated in the
I
night mode.
know
But that's
that in Call of Duty Mobile for your phone,
mobile
I had gotten into that a little bit, and they have a battle royal on there, and there is spots that you drop in, and there's just like
zombies.
bot zombies running
That
around.
Battlefield 4,
Yeah, they had it
Battlefield. Oh
too.
my God,
Yeah,
Black Ops 4. They had that.
Blackout. That's what they called it.
Blackout, that's what it was called. And that it was cool and all, but I think they rushed it and it just wasn't polished and
Yeah,
too many
like
bugs. And
Warzone is
Warzone's polished.
really
I feel like
good.
that was the first thing that they worked on before they worked on multiplayer or the story. So I'm very excited for that.
Yeah,
My other twos are just things that I'm very excited about. Animaniacs coming back to Hulu. I
yep,
can't wait for that. Oh my
yep.
god. I grew up on Animaniacs. That's why I'm so goofy and fucking animated the way I talk and stuff.
Yeah.
The Oh good.
No. I'm just agreeing with you. This is going to be
Yeah.
amazing. This is going to be
I
really
can't
good.
wait.
I was afraid that they were going to change the animation style a little too
Oh
much to make it a
no.
little bit
Yeah.
newer, but it's
It
pretty
looks
spot on. It's
it
just
just looks
because it's
higher def. That's it.
yeah, because I mean it's more done on computers than hand drawn
Than
like the
hand
old ones are
drawn.
done,
Yeah.
which is
Uh,
fine. I'm completely okay with that as long as you don't change it. Like
the
I
style
can't
and
really
the
think of the style change on an animated thing that
yeah.
I like.
I mean, you can kind of think of it. It's like Family Guy. The first season's Family Guy to the Family Guy now. How the animation just looks better.
It just looks
That's
better,
all.
and they
That's all I'm
didn't
hoping
change it,
for.
which yeah, that's perfect. But
Yeah.
it's almost like you watch the first season of like something like The Simpsons, and it's so crude drawn,
Uh,
and then now it's so computer animated. It is pretty crazy the difference on that.
I've
But
never
yeah,
watched The Simpsons, so I wouldn't know.
what?
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus, dude.
Yeah, but that's too many seasons. I'm okay. I'm okay. The other thing that I'm very excited to see how two things about this uh, I don't know topic that I'm very excited about. Earlier this year, Ninja Turtles is going to be remade and redone, but produced by Seth Rogen, and I'm very excited for that. He's been doing a great job with the boys on Amazon, so and he's a comic book nerd, so I feel like Seth Rogen is going to be a great person to refine this. I don't know if they're going to make it for kids again. I feel like they will, but I don't think it's going to be as kiddish as
With
the last two Ninja Turtles
with
were.
Seth Rogen on, I don't think it's gonna be kiddish.
I hope PG-13. I don't make it PG. Make it a
I'm hoping it's R. I'm hoping it's the boys, but with Ninja Turtles.
that would be awesome because then the next thing I was because they can even make a movie about this, but I doubt they're going to do it because it just came out. The original creators of Ninja Turtles finally they came back and released more comics, and it's called The Last Ronin. It's pretty much taking place where all but one of the turtles died, and we don't know which one. We don't know who's the survivor of the Ninja Turtles. It's obviously called the Last Ronin. Last Ronin is a ninja who doesn't have, or it's a samurai that lost its clan. So it's going to be very interesting. I had a debate with my cousin about, or a conversation with my cousin about this. I'm hoping it's either Raphael or Michelangelo, like Mikey. That's the last one, because those are the two that I can see. I can see them doing Mikey because he's a, knucklehead. He doesn't take things serious, so now he has to get everything serious. And obviously,
So they
Raph was
take on,
always
yeah,
was always a badass, and he can do it by himself. But I'm very interested to see how this is. I'm gonna read the comics, and we'll have more info about that.
yeah. All right, is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, so everybody hit subscribe, click that bell, like this video, uh, do all the good things that YouTube wants you to do. See you guys.